If you're staying here, though, Carol's got the weather for us this morning with a much fresher, greener picture. Carol, good morning.
It is indeed, John. Yes, good morning both. Good morning to you too. For many of us, it's actually quite a mild start to the day. But if you're in rural parts of Wales or southwest England, overnight temperatures have fallen away to between about 1 and 4 degrees. So it's a bit nippy for you. Now, for the rest of this week, it is going to turn hot and humid for some of us. We will actually import some of that hot air, which is in Spain at the moment, but not at the levels that they've had. So our top temperature this week is likely to be on Friday, somewhere in the southeast of England, at around about 31 degrees.
And she's going to tell us where else the blue sky is going to be today. Morning, Carol.
Good morning both. Good morning to you too. Well, some of us are certainly starting off with blue skies, but others aren't so fortunate this morning. There's more cloud across Scotland and Northern Ireland. But as we go through the next few days, what you're going to find is it's going to turn hot and humid for some, especially England and Wales. But by the time we get to Friday, some of that heat will be just moving a little bit further north into southern Scotland and the south of Northern Ireland. But the temperatures will always be highest in the southeast of England. Now, it's been very hot, as we've been hearing, in Spain. Yesterday, it was 42 Celsius inland. Today, it's likely to be about 43. This is a temperature anomaly chart. The keys up here, so where you see the browns and the russet colours, that's where temperatures are way above average. So today you can see quite nicely across much of Western Europe. If I run this sequence, watch the UK, because this heat is transferring northwards. So we're looking at Thursday and then into Friday. Look how the heat travels northwards across our shores. But then on Saturday, the cooler average temperatures return from the north, and that's because we've got a cold front sinking south. It will also bring fresher air and also some rain as it pushes south. On Saturday, not quite clearing the warmer air in the far south of England, but that will happen as the front sinks southwards. So to give you an idea of the kind of temperatures we're looking at by the time we get to Friday, for much of Scotland and also Northern Ireland, a range of 15 to 19 Celsius. In between, for the rest of Scotland, much of England and Wales, the range will be between 25 and 29. But in the far southeast of England, it's likely to be 31 or 32 Celsius. And here's our cold front coming in across the northwest. That's going to be introducing some rain. Now, as we head through overnight Thursday into Friday, it will be humid again. That weather front sinking south during the course of Friday, taking its rain with it. Note the temperatures in Fort William, 15 and 14. And as we come further south, Cambridge, on Friday it'll be 31. But as that weather front goes through, taking its rain with it, temperature will drop back to 23. So if you like it hot, it's going to be fairly short-lived. John and Sal.
We love it hot here, Carol. Thank you very much indeed. They're not maybe as hot as Spain at the moment.
Yeah, too right, too right. Yeah. Hot for a bit is what we like.
Good morning, Sal and John. Good morning to you too. For some of us, we're off to a sunny start to the day, as you can see from our Weather Watchers picture taken earlier in Kent. We've
got a lovely picture for you, live picture this morning from Portsmouth.
Glorious.
John Maguire has been reporting for us live. Look at that, the naval dockyard, looking fantastic with the skies. What kind of clouds are they?
You're looking at me. I'm going to go straight to Carol.
Pass that buck, Sal.
They're fluffy clouds, John. They're fluffy clouds.
That's a good description, as good as any, Sal. They're fair weather clouds, and a lot of us will see them today. Some of us, though, do have some thicker cloud around, and you can see quite nicely that it is going to turn hot and humid for some of us for the rest of the week. Now, pollen levels today are high or very high across England and Wales. Tomorrow, though, they'll be high from central Scotland southwards, or very high. So it's something worth bearing in mind. We're talking grass pollen and increasingly nettle pollen as well.
We've seen some hugely high temperatures in southern Europe, haven't we, Carol? But thankfully nothing quite so devastating here.
That's right, John. I'll be talking about that in about half an hour or so. But the highest temperature we've had in this country so far this year was 27.5 Celsius, recorded at Heathrow mid-May. Now, this Friday, this gives you an idea of the kind of temperatures we're looking at. We haven't seen a value of 30 Celsius plus in this country since last September, but London could hit 31 or 32, Leeds 27, Belfast 20 degrees. The far north and northwest of Scotland and the far north of Northern Ireland won't see temperatures that high.
Hi, Carol.
Good morning, everyone. Talking of wow, I have got the winner of our Pick of the Season Spring vote for our favourite Weather Watcher picture, and you can see it is another stunner. Now, this one was taken in Bedgallet, which is in Gwynedd in Wales, and it was taken by Stan Stain. His real name is actually Steve. He said he'd planned this shot, and it is a beautiful view, I'm sure you'll agree, but he hadn't planned for this rainbow arriving right in the centre of the picture, where you would have wanted it had you been able to plan such things. A very worthy winner amongst a huge selection of fabulous weather watchers. So if you voted, thank you so much for doing so. Now, the forecast for the next few days, for all of us really, is going to turn hotter, and it's also going to turn humid, with just one or two exceptions, and those exceptions are across the north and the west of the country.